If your mind never shuts up, this video will finally explain why. For people who overthink every situation, the world feels louder, faster, and heavier than it does for others. What seems simple to most people becomes a maze of possibilities, doubts, and endless analysis. But overthinking isn't just a random habit, it's deeply connected to psychology. First, overthinkers have brains that stay active even during calm moments. Their mind is always scanning, predicting, and preparing. This constant mental activity comes from a heightened awareness of their environment. Overthinkers notice things others miss: small tone changes, tiny reactions, little details. Their brain collects information even when they don't want it to. Second, overthinkers replay conversations repeatedly. A simple "okay" text can lead to hours of decoding. They wonder, did I say something wrong? Did they misunderstand me? Was my tone too harsh? This happens because overthinkers fear miscommunication. They want peace, clarity, and emotional safety, and replaying events feels like a way to understand what really happened. Third, overthinkers imagine worst-case scenarios not because they're negative, but because they're protective. Their mind tries to prevent pain before it happens. So instead of thinking about what will go right, they think about what might go wrong. It's not negativity, it's survival. Fourth, overthinkers struggle with making decisions. Choosing food, choosing outfits, choosing the right words, everything becomes a mental battle. They fear regret, judgment, or disappointing someone. The pressure to choose perfectly makes even simple choices feel overwhelming. Fifth, many overthinkers grew up in environments where they had to be careful. Maybe they were criticized often. Maybe mistakes were not allowed. Maybe they had to stay alert to avoid conflict. Their brain learned early that thinking ahead prevents pain. And now, as adults, that habit continues automatically. Sixth, overthinkers feel emotions deeply even when they don't show it. They analyze situations not because they don't care, but because they care too much. They want to avoid hurting people. They want to avoid misunderstandings. They want everything to be right, balanced, peaceful. Seventh, overthinkers struggle to stay present. Their mind jumps between the past replaying what happened and the future worrying about what could happen. It's hard for them to stay grounded in the moment because their thoughts are always racing ahead or reaching backward. Eighth, overthinkers often keep their problems inside. They don't want to bother anyone. They don't want to be misunderstood. They don't want their feelings dismissed. So they stay silent even when their mind is screaming. They rehearse conversations in their head, hoping to find the right words but rarely speaking them out loud. Ninth, overthinkers doubt themselves more than they should. They question their choices, their thoughts, their actions, even when they did everything right. Their brain magnifies small mistakes and shrinks their achievements. They forget how capable they really are. And finally, overthinkers are not weak. Their minds are sensitive. Their hearts are thoughtful. Their awareness is high. Overthinking is simply their mind trying too hard to protect them. It's not a flaw, it's a sign of depth, intelligence, and emotional awareness. The problem is not that they think too much. It's that they don't know when to stop.